Jake with Seattle Coffee Gear, and today we're going to be doing a crew review of the new Philips 3200 LatteGo with iced coffee. Now, the Philips 3200 LatteGo is a machine that we've talked about for a long time, and we talked about it in a lot of videos on our podcast and things like that, and they've released a new model here, which includes an iced coffee function for all those fans of iced coffee like myself. What that does is it actually is a different brewing style compared to the espresso and coffee functions on the Philips machine. What it does is it lowers that brew temperature a little bit, and to counteract for that, it lowers the flow rate so that you're still getting a really good extraction, and that way you're not getting too hot of coffee out of the spouts for the ice that you're having in your cup. Otherwise, everything else remains the same. You got the espresso function, the coffee function, the cappuccino, latte macchiato, as well as your hot water. And you do have the AquaClean compatibility, the same 3 coffee choices like the normal 3200 LatteGo, and a cleaning function as well. So let's get started on making an iced coffee. So I've got a glass of ice here, and we're using Tony's Crew Brew as usual. And it's pretty simple, just to demonstrate. So you can do a 1 shot or a 2 shot of the iced coffee, whatever you prefer. I'm going to go with 1 here. I'm going to use most beans, and I'm going to go with a pretty tall beverage for this. This should be about 6 to 7 ounces at that highest volume. So I'm going to give it a go. Okay, and there we have it. So as you can see from the brewing process, it definitely is a little bit slower than the standard coffee or espresso drinks that you'll be making on the LatteGo. And as you can see here, we have a little bit of ice left, which is great. So you get that little bit of lower brewing temperature. I put a little bit less ice than I would typically, just so that we can get this volume in the cup. But it looks good. It looks like iced coffee, so I'm gonna give it a taste, see how it is. Yeah, it's really good actually. So it's pretty smooth, as you'd expect from that lower brewing temperature. You don't get much of the bitterness from the coffee. You get a little bit less of that, and a little bit more acid. So it kind of balances out really nicely. And as I was saying earlier, all the rest of the functions remain the same. You can watch the 3200 LatteGo standard crew review if you want to see more in depth on this. We really wanted to highlight this iced coffee feature here because it is a really great feature that allows you to make iced coffee more easily, use a little bit less ice, and it tastes great, and it's super smooth as well. So yeah, this is the Philips 3200 LatteGo with iced coffee function. We think it's a really great function to add to your repertoire. You're using a little bit less ice, you get a really smooth brew out, and it's one more thing that you can add to the Philips machine that makes it really great. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.